Hello and welcome to the channel. Big thank you to everyone watches, like, shares, subscribes and leaves comments. Please remember to hit the bell notification to not miss out on any new content. You're looking from yeah. So the last video I had to include it. As I say, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me or anything. It's nothing to do with anything like that. Someone left a very poignant comment on me thing that says self-harm, addiction is self-harm, which is it's true. It's probably the worst form of self-harm you can do. But I've just been watching more content on YouTube. Watch Bohemian Rhapsody with my mum. We had something to eat, and I had my 6 meal and everything, and then I started watching YouTube and the video called which I stayed in here. I don't really like watching me, so I can watch my own videos, but the one where Billy bumped into me and interviewed me and that, people wanted to see it, so I just watched it then, and I was watching the video back, and he says something, again, very poignant on it, and I thought, you know what, that's right, people like to see you do well, as long as you're not doing as well as them. And you know what, I found that really true. Like, that's a very true thing. Like, no one cares that if I'm doing well, everyone's what, like, with it. The minute I surpass what they feel I should be doing, that's when they start being issues and problems. So me staying clean isn't really a problem to people. Then I put on a bit of weight, which isn't too much of a problem to people. But then I put on a lot of weight. Then I continue with YouTube. Then I start to gain a following. Then people start to actively listen to me, like what I say, and take me advice. Then I end up with opportunities that come from what I'm doing on YouTube and Instagram and so on and so forth. Obviously I halted this week through getting ill, but nonetheless, I've still been given and granted great opportunities. I realised that this is where more problems come in. And it's actually cheering me up a bit, to be honest, because it means I'm doing something right. But it's the truth, it all hit me up, honestly. I was like, that's right there. People are happy with you doing well until you're doing better than them. And I don't mean that in like, I'm better than anyone way. Sorry. It's just like, they're happy with you doing alright. And then they're not happy that you've basically surpassed what their expectations of you was or should be. So they're like, yeah, you should be doing well, yeah, good on them. But then you reach a level that they didn't think was possible. And instead of just being happy for you or taking inspiration from it, they do the other thing and they'll try and look for things, actively do things to try and look for flaws in your character or persona or things that you're actively doing wrong. And no one's perfect. We're all going to still do things that people don't like and that like people might find offensive or anything. But you will get the better off you're doing in life, especially with things like this. When you're making yourself a public figure, there will be people who actively go out after you to basically try and bring you down or to bring you back to where you was, because in their mind and their opinion you shouldn't be elevated to this point, which basically means you're doing something right, you're doing something more than right. But it's very manipulative, it's very cruel, it's very narcissistic, it's very self-indulgent, which is strange because these are the things that these people will and I'm not speaking about anyone specific, by the way, it's just in general, this is what these people, your haters, not anyone specific, will claim you are, that you're a narcissist, that you're self-indulgent, that you only care about yourself, only that. But the only reason they're claiming all these things is because you are actively doing right by yourself, you are actively doing well, you are pushing forward in life, you are continuing to face and any obstacle that comes your way and overcome it, which I have done. There's nothing, things will still hurt me, things will still, like, I'm human, I still feel pain, obviously, I still feel remorse, I can still be hurt, I can still be knocked, I can still have me confidence shattered to the ground and that, but I just build it back up again. But these things can still happen. It's just, I'm not going to let them define me as a person. I am not going to let them take over my whole day, my whole week, my whole life, and let one incident define the way I live the rest of my life, like, for now, because that's what I've done in the past, and it doesn't work. It's not like, no good will come from it. You've got to taste the good and with the bad, do you know what I mean? And sometimes the bad's a lot more to take than the good. Sometimes the bad helps you a lot more than the good, like I've always said, because in adversity is where you'll see your strongest challenges, and overcoming them strongest challenges and then most adverse situations is how you grow and adapt, and how you become a better version and a more unique version of yourself. If you just cower and quiver away when everything gets hard, you're never going to grow, you'll never overcome. And it isn't easy to not cower and quiver away. Natural reactions, especially with addicts, people who suffer from mental illness, people who feel alone, people with EUPD like yourself, the natural reaction and response is to withdraw and pull yourself away from things and go into a shell of yourself. I'm not saying that if you're ill, you get well, you know what I mean? And I mean, like, physically unwell, you get well, you listen to your doctor's advice. But in terms of mental health and mental illness and depression and that, withdrawing into yourself is never going to be a good idea. You need to express what you're feeling. You need to analyze what you're feeling. You need to talk to someone. If you can't speak about it openly like I am now, which not everyone can, you need to find someone who you can address it with. Have a diary, a journal. It's always helped me, and write down how you feel, whatever, anything. You don't even have to have it make sense. Just have a pen and piece of paper here, and whenever things get too confusing, just write it down and read it back, or whatever. It'll get rid of that tension and that builds up a stress, what's hanging over you. Just, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be for anyone or the world. You're just writing it down for you. It might not help you, but it helps me. I find a journal and a diary really does help me. In fact, I'm starting to keep a diary again as of tomorrow, because I've been writing the odd things down, but I haven't kept a daily diary, which is something that I am going to do going forward, because it really helped me in hospital and going forward. And it's good for plays and stuff like that. It's basically scripts, so it's helping me on every aspect of my life. So yeah, I'm gonna have a few more videos out there as well. I'm gonna be back in the gym training properly tomorrow and everything. I'll probably pull on a shitload of weight this week as well, because it's Christmas and I will be eating anything I want: chocolate, crisps, sweets, cakes, anything. The diet, I'll eat 7 meals a day, but the diet, I will not lie, is going out the window. I will be fat this week and next week. Plus my gym shuts on Christmas Day and Boxing Day and doesn't open again till Saturday. We'll resume normal time right the way through into the new year, but it will be shut Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, so I'll have to train in the house. So I've only got tomorrow and Christmas Eve to train, and then I'll be training in the house with just by the form of some resistance and pull-ups, push-ups and things like that. But I'll still be training, not the way I do in the gym, but I'll still be training, because I'll have to, because I'm going to eat a lot of cakes and cream and stuff like that. But I will get fat this week as well, and next week, but I don't care, because it's Christmas, and I don't really mind, because I'm gonna indulge in cakes and sweets and everything. Anyway, I know I'm losing subscribers by the stuff that I've put up as well, but like I said, I've got to be honest. I'd rather lose them subscribers, because at least it's honest, at least it's authentic, and people don't want to hear that sometimes, or they don't want to go forward with that, and that might not be the thing for them on their channel, and I have an obligation to show that to people. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for your time. Please leave a comment. I am getting back to them, like I said. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to not miss out on any new content. I'll be training chest tomorrow in the gym, and I'll show you, because when the gym's shut, what I'll be doing within the house just to keep my physique in check while the gym's shut over the Christmas. Thanks very much for watching again, like I've just said. And let's get fucking huge and be better today than you was yesterday. Be better tomorrow than you are today. Peace out.